Standing on the elevator's platform, you can feel a cold draft from below.
Cursed to put my hands on everything. If not over, then through.
What in the hells? I never knew any of this was here.
Just like the door to the ballroom upstairs, this door features no keyhole, but does have an indentation for a signet ring. The ring slots perfectly into place, and the door opens, assailing you with pungent, musty air. Just like the door to the ballroom upstairs, this door features no keyhole, but does have an indentation for a signet ring. The ring slots perfectly into place, and the door opens, assailing you with pungent, musty air. Approaching the cells, you're met with hollow-eyed faces. There's an almost physical stink of decay and neglect.
Hardly. Cazador didn't keep me in luxury, but I've never seen anything like this. How did they get here? What is Cazador doing with them? My brethren spoke nothing of this.
You. I know you. You're the one from the tavern. You smiled and joked and got me drunk.
No. You're dead.
You called me so many sweet things. My name sounded like a lyric on your tongue.
Sebastian.
You remember me.
You were handsome. Shy. You'd never been kissed.
You taught me how. And then you destroyed me.
It can't be.
Beneath the dirt and blood, you notice that every prisoner has a rune carved into their flesh.
So Cazador marked them too. Bound us all to his ritual. Gods. I know so many of these faces. They're my conquests. I pursued them, seduced them, and brought them to Cazador. He told us he was feeding on them, but he turned them to spawn. He turned every last one, so we'd have souls for this cursed ritual.
How long?
What?
How long have I been down here?
170 years. You were one of my first.
My family. My friends. They're gone. You took them from me. You took everything from me. Free. We'll never be free while that monster lives.
That's why we're here. To destroy Cazador.
You can't. It's not possible. The Grand Chamber. Just ahead. But even if you can kill him, what then? What happens to us? Free from this nightmare. It doesn't feel possible.
I promise you, I know that feeling all too well. But it can be done.
Whatever you do, just do it quickly. I can't go on waiting.
We'll be back. You have my word. Gods above. He kept Sebastian. I feel ill. All the fools and villains who ever fell for my ploys, they're here. He didn't do anything at all. I can't say the same of all my victims. There's only one reason they'd all still be here. He must need them for the ritual. Each of the seven, we must have brought in 1,000 over the decades. They're all lambs for his slaughter. And if I was to take his place, they'd all die by my hand. Everyone, whoever trusted me enough to let down their guard, innocents, idiots, and the unlucky. It doesn't matter. I will need to sacrifice them all if I want to perform the ritual. What's the point? They're as good as dead. I thought they were dead. If they are unleashed, they will cause incredible carnage. They will be ravenous. They must die. Better they serve a purpose. they're in a state far beyond anything that ever happened to me. Decades of hatred will have piled up inside of them. I can't even begin to imagine. We must find Cazador. This must end.
Come soon. Hey! Hey, you! Come closer.
Oh, God. It can't be.
It is you. I knew it. I'll kill you. Once I get out of here, I'll kill you! Camp. Monster hunters. The Gur camp. Oh, gods! My parents' camp! Chessa, focus! Resist the beast inside you. You promised! It's your fault! You did this to us! Didn't he tell you? He's the one that kidnapped us. He's the reason we're spawns! I'll kill you!
Yes. Now that you, mention it, I may have done that. Don't look at me like that. Cazador's orders. Quite the deviation from my usual routine, of course. Capture, not lure. I didn't bring them in with sweet rolls or anything. I really forgot about them. Felt nothing the moment I handed them over to him. Oh.
Parents? You've seen my parents? I miss them. I think. Or perhaps it's the hunger. Oh, I don't know. It's so hard to tell. You should go. Leave us here. We shouldn't be out there. We'd hurt our families.
Behind the exhaustion, starvation, and fear, recognition stirs in her eyes. And with it, hope.
You really mean it? Cazador's got this stuff. It controls the doors. If you get it, you can set everyone free. If you get it, somehow. Please. Whatever you can do.
What are you doing? They're going to tear me to shreds. They'd never forgive me for what I've done. I was in the prime of my life when I was turned. Everything was taken from me, too. I never want to see these little scraps of misery again. The world doesn't need to know my shame.
What do we do when that tall comes back?
Already feeling better.
Let's not linger long. I have no desire to avail ourselves.
Who stands before us? Is this truly our prodigal son? Do not slouch before me, boy. Have you no respect for yourself? Look at you, crawling back after abandoning your family. You should be begging our forgiveness.
Forgiveness? I've never forgiven anything. Every mistake, every slip was punished.
I strove for perfection in all things, even those as imperfect as you. A pity you amounted to so little, despite my efforts.
No! No. Fuck you. And fuck everything you've ever done to me!
You came here wholly ignorant, with no concept of what you are about to witness. This is the rite of profane ascension, attempted only once in legend. 7,000 souls, each bearing the scar of the one who brought them to me, stand ready to be sacrificed. In their blood, I shall be reborn, free to walk in the sun's rays, free from sanguinary hunger, and free to crush any who stand against me with merciless power. Blessed are you to be the first I shall consume when I become the Vampire Ascendant.
That's what you think, you son of a bitch.
You truly forgot my power. You truly thought our bond as creator and creation was all that stopped you from killing me? Oh, you are weak, my child. You are a small, pathetic little boy who never amounted to anything. But today, you will finally do something worthwhile. You will burn, and I will ascend.
No! Stop him! Get me out of this!
Witness the birth of the Vampire Ascendant! Ecce Dominus! What only you must stronger!
Ready. Need some support.
Always the same old song.
Another fight. Let's go. Best be on my way. Nothing important is ever easy. Shouldn't have made me your enemy. Seems like a good moment to talk.
Who stands before us? Do not look at you.
For every
Nice a pit.
No! No. Fuck you. And fuck everything you've ever done to me!
They told me you had changed. I dared not believe it. Oh, thankless child. Did I not bless you with our immortal gift? Did I not make you what you are?
You son of a bitch.
You truly forgot my power. You truly thought our bond as creator and creation was all that stopped you from killing me? Hmm? Oh, you are weak, my child. You are a small, pathetic little boy who never amounted to anything. But today, you will finally do something worthwhile. You will burn, and I will ascend.
No! Stop him! Get me out of this!
Witness the birth of the Vampire Ascendant! Ecce Dominus! Fight on if you must!
Blood comes easy these days.
And I thought we were going to be friends.
What should I do? Time for a boost. Take two.
Time to push my luck again.
I think I could go another round. No rest. Do you wicked or wise?
Act fast. Sometimes the only way out is through.
take you.
Well, so much for peace. Swift as my fucking cat. Never a dull moment.
The dance macabre. Maybe later, when I'm not locked in combat. Yes, here.
Nothing will stand in my way.
This way. Take you!
Fading fast. I need healing. Take you. Take you.
Come on. Can't stay idle.
Can't give up. Take you.
No choice but to keep going.
Let's end this. A little help. Take you.
Still on my feet. What path? 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 What path what matters. Time for some bloody work. Another step forward. What now? Fall by my hand.
Repulsion. Is it the earth beneath that crunches, or the bones within?
Wonder if the gods are watching me. Let's get going.
No healing sleep for you. Wake up!
Get your hands off me, worm!
I'm not the one in the dirt. One last thrust. And I'll be free of you. I'll never have to fear you again. But if I finish the ritual you started, I'll never have to fear anyone. Ever.
You think me a fool? That I would allow anyone to usurp me, speak the words, and ascend in my place? The runes I carved into your flesh bind you and all 7,000 souls to the ritual. Complete it, and those bearing the scars will be sacrificed, you included. You are simply a means to an end. I made you to be consumed.
I am so much more than what you made me. I can do this, but I need your help. These people died years ago. Trust me on that. All that's left are feral spawn, desperate for blood. If we release them, how many people will they kill? Tens of thousands, hundreds of thousands? But if I complete the ritual, think of the power I'll have. With me by your side, we can save the city. We can save ourselves.
All you can see are those eyes you've seen so many times before, pleading with you to help him.
You're right. I can be better than them. But I'm not above enjoying this.
Is it over? Is he...
Yes. He's gone.
What does that mean for us?
It means you have a choice. You can hide here, living in the shadows like parasites. Or you can be more than what he made us to be. You can choose differently, of course. But the consequences are on your head.
And what does it mean for them?
Now, that's a better question. 7,000 spawn, from ancient conquests to stolen children.
Cazador's staff controlled everything during the ritual. If it controls the cells too, you could decide their fate.
Some sacrifices just aren't worth it.
The poor wretches in the cells are innocent. They shouldn't have to suffer just because I lured them here. They'll need someone to lead them. Take the tunnels into the Underdark. Find somewhere, well, not safe, but less perilous.
What? No, we can't.
Just try to keep them out of trouble. I think we're done here. Let's go. That's it. He's gone. After all these years, these centuries, it's really over. I'm glad you think so, because I'm not so sure. I just feel numb. What I've lost. What I've gained. It's all so much. And God, all those spawn. Free in the Underdark. I need some time, I think. Just to let it all sink in. Let's just go. This place reeks of death, and I want to feel alive again. Tread carefully.
All's well that ends not as bad as it could have. Light on my feet. No one stopped me yet. Let's see what this does.
You killed one vampire, but released 7,000 of his spawn. Have you lost all sense?
They were innocents. To kill them would have been an even greater crime. But if you do decide to go hunting them, know they include your children.
They survived?
Well, that depends on how you define survived, really. But they are free. They're making their way into the Underdark as we speak.
This is difficult news. We will need to decide what it means. Thank you for what you have done. Slaying Cazador was a great justice. As for the rest, well, time will tell.
Can't give up now. More for me?
I brought him so many people. So many wasted lives. Factions, nobles, politicians. He had information on everyone. If he ascended, the city would have been his.
First step is the hardest. What to do? That's curious.
Must avoid that trap.
This ought to be good.
Still breathing. Don't waste a step. Open up. Seems simple enough. I have something to ask.
Ah, a friendly face at last. Are you going to the party as well? I know. Bit strange, isn't it? But then you have to be open to trying new things. The venue's called The Palace. Not sure what it stands for, but it sounds very exclusive. My date's supposed to meet me here, but there's no sign of him. You haven't seen him, have you? Pale, skinny, extremely piercing eyes. Looks a bit like your friend here.
Oh dear. I assure you, it's not.
It's funny. He was ever so keen for me to come. He didn't seem the type to cancel. A vampire? No, he wasn't. Was he? But then, why am I still here? He could have had me by the neck any time he liked.
Mother, may I? I'm positively starved.
You think something's happened to him?
You have no idea.
You know what? I might give this party a miss. Plenty more fish in the Chionthar, as they say. If you see him, don't tell him I was here. Just tell him I wasn't ready to be in a relationship. I'm sure he'll understand.
Wish I had a bag of holding.
Zahira! Boo is trying his best to explain, but I still do not understand your anger.
Do not hide behind your hamster, Ranger! You do not understand because you do not listen! We were the first to discover the cult, and if you had only waited, we might have marshaled our numbers and—
Good does not wait for evil to button up its breeches. When it offers buttocks for the smacking, Minsk and Boo greet cheek with hand.
This mess falls on our heads, Minsk. The city under siege, its people poisoned by the cult. It all might have been avoided if you had just put your feelings aside and listened. You mean the doppelgangers? It is no comfort to me that my face made this fool all the easier to lead. The point remains. You meant well, Minsk. But you exposed the city to harm. You helped the cult spread. And worse, perhaps than any of this, you forced me to leave you behind.
But this is where Minsk falls short of the understanding, Jaheira. What else is a berserker for, if not to charge into danger ahead of his Waklarin?
Wiklarin? Minsk, I am not your witch. You are not my bodyguard. This is not some high lodge of your homeland.
Boo agrees you're a queer kind of witch. But this city is a queer place. And Minsk, you may have noticed, is sometimes strange himself. The titles matter not. Only this. When Minsk does as Minsk does, and charges in to make a mess, Jaheira does as Jaheira does, and finds a way to save us all anyway.
Oh, I fight alongside fools.
You hear that, Boo? We fight alongside a Waklarin again.
I am your friend, Ranger. I am not your witch. There will be no ointments or healing balms.
Not even for Boo?
At the ready. I have a lot on my mind.
That's strange. Knowing I'll never hear Cazador's voice again. Knowing it'll never command me to bow against my will. I'm free from him. Forever. Invigorating. Terrifying. All of the above. I'm still trying to understand it, really. I came so close to losing everything back there. To losing myself. Back at the ritual, all I could see was the power on offer and the safety it promised. I was so blinded by it. Just as Cazador was. But you saw something in me. Someone else I could be. Someone who could break the cycle of power and terror that started centuries ago. You saved me back there. I may not have appreciated it at the time, but I do now. Thank you. You did more than that. You believed in me. Believed I was enough. Just the way I am. When I look at my future, anything and everything feels possible now. You saved me from myself. And let me walk a new path where I can be free. Truly, honestly free. This is a gift, you know. Thank you. I won't forget it. What can I do for you? Oh, darn. It sounds...
They say that the only thing a vampire can feel is hunger. Nothing else touches them. Not grief or mercy. Or any sense of what is just. Who knows? There is often more ignorance than insight in what they say. You're sure?
So Astarion didn't fulfill his master's ambitions for himself. At least that means he's his own man. Though, I'm a little surprised he didn't covet those powers.
Astarion showed restraint where most others wouldn't. He might not appreciate the sentiment, but I'm proud of him. Let's talk. That's the...
He'd hate to hear me say this, but I'm so fucking proud of Astarion. He could have had it all, but he kept his soul instead. Wasn't sure he had it in him, but he's changed so much. Overcome so much darkness. Oh, I could smooch that pointy little face. What's on your mind?
Hell yeah.
The book refuses to open.
stench of the foundry. Belching smoke and metal screeches. Keep the city peaceful, my arse.
A rush of ancient whispers fills your mind as you approach the door. It is rife with magic. Old, deathly magic.
A new vessel brimming with blood darkens Baldur to baptize his deus most holy. Do you have proof of your faith to our Lord? You hold proof of faith, but to hold and deserve are different. How have you proven yourself in the Dreadlord's eyes? You lie. You are not faithful. The door stays closed.
Never a dull moment.
The vessel returns, most shamefully unleaking. Prove your faith. You hold proof of faith, but to hold and deserve are different. How have you proven yourself in the Dreadlord's eyes? Unorthodox. But a show of faith nonetheless. Walk in blood.
Should mind my step.
The corpse has nothing to say.
Might be useful.
This'll help.
Can't give up. Not now. Have to keep going.
This is my time. No time to waste.
Can't afford to let up. Onward.
Forever dauntless. Making my move.
Tactical.
Bleed for me.
No holding back.
I wonder if this is worth the cost. At the ready. even catch my breath. Breathe deep and move. Despite everything. Don't waste a step. Hope this ends well. Better than nothing. Here goes nothing. Let's move. With a flick of the wrist.
The pride of the gate.
All right. What now? Moving ahead.